What's up, everyone? It's another episode of Team Rail. I'm with Jesse again, and we're taking advantage of this free time to shoot episode 2. In this episode, we're going to be replying to a viewer question. This question comes from Tyler Vidito. Before I read the question, Tyler has known Jesse and myself for a few years now, so he's known us long enough to know that as far as health and fitness goes and working out and all that, it's not just some bandwagon we decided to jump on because it's the cool thing to do. It's something we've been doing over half of our life. So thanks to you for following us, Tyler. Hope you're doing well. And the question is, what's up, guys? Glad you are making videos now. I have lots of respect for the both of you. Thank you. I have something that I would like to ask for you on your video. How do you find the willpower and motivation to be consistent with your goals? I think many people have set fitness and health goals in the past but struggle with long-term motivation. Thanks. The way I always looked at it as far as willpower and motivation is mainly just a frame of mind. You know, everybody has their mind set to something. I've always thought of it like the autopilot set to a plane. You know, you're going to go in a particular direction depending on how your autopilot's set or how your mind's set. And if you want to go in a different direction, well, you can do one of two things. One, which most people will do, is they will will themselves to go in a different direction. They'll take that steering wheel and they will turn it to go into the direction that they want to go. You are fighting the autopilot that's already set. And that'll work, but it's just a momentary fix. It's not going to be long term that you can sit there and fight against the autopilot. Eventually, you're going to tire out, and you're going to let go of the steering wheel, and you're going to just revert back to the direction that you were going. You know, so the only way that you can really make it a long-term commitment to something is you gotta change the autopilot, change your whole frame of mind. And I think that we've all heard the expression, a lifestyle change, and as corny or as cliche as that may sound, that's really the truth. You have to change your mind to allow yourself to just naturally go in that direction. I do use willpower every now and then, like when I was prepping for shows many years ago, and where I would only, prep for about 12 to 16 weeks, and that's plenty of time for willpower to last me and get me through all that prep, and I don't want to change my mind frame, my autopilot, to do that for the rest of my life, where I'm weight training on top of doing sometimes 2 sessions of cardio a day, on top of being in a caloric deficit every day, on top of getting so lean that I almost die. That's not very healthy or conducive to the lifestyle that I want to live. So that's why doing these contest prep things are typically only like a 12 to 16 week process, and then you just get back into you revert back into your old way of life. So that's my take on it. And Jesse, you mentioned something about studies you read about doing something for a particular amount of time. After a while, it becomes kind of habitual, and you don't even have to think about it. Some study you want to talk about that?
So Nate is kind of different because his mindset is already there. Like, he is not the norm. He automatically preps his food. It is part of his lifestyle. For me, even though I live with him, I needed a shift in my mindset. I needed to do something. I was ready for it. And so the studies are that if you do something consistently for 21 days, it will become a habit. It will kind of shift your mindset to that autopilot. So when I was ready for the lifestyle change to just start eating better, preparing better food for my kids, I did that program, the 21-day fix. And I went all in. I didn't cheat. I said, I can do anything for 3 weeks. It's just 3 weeks. So prepping my food, eating clean. And at the end, I had it. It was a habit. I didn't have to measure my food anymore. I knew the correct proportions to eat. And I think Nathan will agree that it did. It was just this habit. These 30-minute workouts were just a part of my day. And I didn't have to will myself to do it. I just did it. So that was a big thing for me, was just going through that program and having the shift in your mindset, getting that autopilot on the track that you want. Because yeah, you can willpower it, but that's not necessarily going to last forever. And I think that's a big problem for people. But if you make small little changes, just do them consistently for 21 days, it should become a habit and a part of your lifestyle. That's what it did for me, at least.
Done.
I think so.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's our take on motivation and willpower. Thanks for tuning in again. Be sure to keep on leaving your questions, and we'll get back at you. Thanks for tuning in to Team Real. Keep it real.